There can often be a lot of questions surrounding JustServe Clubs, what they are, how they operate, what resources are there, and what is your particular role with these clubs. So let's start with a little bit of background. What is the purpose of a JustServe Club? The purpose of the JustServe Club is to be an influence for good in the community through meaningful service. Its members work to lift, help, and serve others while building bridges with other community service organizations. This can be done through projects found on JustServe.org, the needs of their school or town, by joining other school clubs, or working with any other service organization they are familiar with. Their school advisor can help them find these meaningful projects. While serving others, we encourage club members to support each other and connect. So how does a JustServe Club operate? The most important thing to understand and recognize about the operation of a JustServe Club is that these clubs are school clubs. They are not affiliated with any political, religious, or other organization besides their own school. There are only two requirements for a student to be a part of these clubs. One, they need to be enrolled in a particular school. And two, they need to have a desire to serve. Beyond that, these clubs operate under their specific school club rules and the JustServe Club guidelines. These clubs are student-run clubs. Students organize, plan, and carry out meetings and service opportunities. They're run by a group of student officers and have a faculty advisor there for support and help. They keep the rules of the JustServe Club charter that would be approved by their school administrator and their specific school club rules. JustServe.org/club resources has lots of information, prepared documents on policies and procedures, informational videos, service ideas, and much more for the students to access. Club presidents are also invited to attend quarterly National JustServe Club Zoom meetings and meet quarterly with me for our North Texas JustServe Club Zoom meetings. As the DFW JustServe Club Specialist, my role is to work with all of the clubs in the DFW area in creating cohesive school JustServe clubs all over the metro. Help them start their clubs and support them throughout the process of getting their clubs off the ground. As these clubs carry on from year to year, I help them with leadership transition, support them and their advisors as needed, send out monthly newsletters connecting the club presidents with national service opportunities, and help JustServe specialists understand their role, if any, in relation to these clubs. What is a coordinating council JustServe Club specialist role or responsibility in regards to JustServe Clubs? The first order of business for you as a coordinating council JustServe specialist would be to identify and have called a coordinating council JustServe Club specialist in your area that can focus on supporting and growing clubs in your coordinating council. Make sure that these clubs are consistent, supported, and are following the guidelines laid out to be considered a JustServe Club. Did you notice that your role is not in helping start to run any of these clubs? Your main job is to help your Stake JustServe Specialist understand these clubs are school clubs, not religious clubs or political clubs or clubs of any other affiliation except belonging to their school. What's the role of a Stake JustServe Specialist? Well, the main role of a Stake JustServe Specialist is to try to build relationships with the school districts in your stake. Identify any students at the high schools that are in your area that might be interested in starting a JustServe Club, and refer them to me or your coordinating council JustServe Club advisor if one has been called and trained. Depending on the want or need of any JustServe clubs in your area, they might have a relationship with the club president to offer service ideas in their area or help them host a booth, or the club officers might want to work specifically with their faculty advisor on finding ways to serve. This is completely up to the club officers. Stake JustServe specialists should not feel it is their responsibility to actively seek out and find students to start the clubs, or for finding service projects for these clubs unless specifically asked by a club officer for help. They do not need to seek permission for these clubs from any ecclesiastical leaders in their church, as these are school clubs, not religious clubs. What resources are out there to help me understand these clubs better? Who are my contact people if I or my Stake JustServe Specialist have questions? You have two main resources to reach out to for any questions you might have about these clubs. One resource would be justserve.org/club resources, and the other is me, or a coordinating council JustServe Club specialist if one has been called and trained. So what are the steps to take if you or your JustServe specialist in your stake have students that are interested in starting a club at their school? Well, if you or any of your Stake JustServe specialists know of any students that are interested in starting a club at your school, ask them for their first and last name, the name of their school, and an email address that you could pass on to me, or again, your coordinating council JustServe Club specialist if they've been called and trained. And I will contact that student and work with them individually to start their club. This 26-27 school year, we already have 9 JustServe returning clubs in the DFW area and are constantly growing. The impact these students have on their school and their community is powerful, and I can't wait to see what school is next.